Good morning, everyone. We're into day 3 of the LMS World Champs here in beautiful Cape Town. We've got a Group F game from Custom CC from India, and AC All-Stars from Pakistan. One of the great cricketing rivalries of all time about to take place here in Cape Town. Got Wayne Grieve is joining me in the commentary box. Good morning, Wayne.
Good morning, Ross. Great to join you here. Beautiful day in Cape Town, as the other 2 days have been.
So the Custom CC from Mumbai won the toss and they've decided to bat first.
I think that's probably influenced by their game yesterday. They were fresh off the plane and they came up against a very, very strong local side, and they were chasing 216 in that game, and it didn't go too well for them in the run chase. I think they've decided to change their game plan here and bat first. So walking to the crease is Diggy Katiwada. He's the skipper of the team. He's actually royalty. He's the Prince of Katiwada, which is
So currently in this group, the AC All-Stars are played 2, lost 2, and the Custom Cricket Co are played 1 and lost 1. So bottom 2, but still a lot of cricket to be played in this group.
Yeah, both teams need to win this game. It's pretty much a knockout game. So opening the batting here, Diggy Katiwada. He's the man that's responsible for getting the team over from Mumbai. He's the captain and he's the brains trust behind this outfit.
Opening the bowling, we've got Zisha and Ranja. It's going to be coming in from the northern end.
And Diggy's just had a look at that first one. Diggy, when I watched him bat in Mumbai, I think he's going to try and play the anchor role, and the other guys are going to bat around him.
So Wayne, can you tell me a bit more about how things are going with LMS in India?
Yeah, it's going really great. We've just started up in Mumbai as we watch the run in. Just drifting down leg side. So yeah, these boys are over from Mumbai. We've got leagues starting in Mumbai in January, and we've got leagues in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Gujarat, Coimbatore. I'll mention a few others in a second. As Ranjab comes in, pushed out into the offside.
Should be definitely 2.
So a steady start here from CCC.
So how many teams are in India at the moment?
Just let that run outside of time. It's just we just started LMS in India, so there's about 50-60 teams, but we're hoping by the end of the year there'll be at least quadruple that, with loads of new cities starting. So if anyone from India is looking to get involved,
that's a great ball.
That's a Jaffa. It's beating for pace, that Diggy.
Just looked like it's just nipped back off the wicket.
Let's watch the slow motion, yeah. Oh, that's come back a long way. Just played down the wrong line there.
Next into bat is Rashi Mehta. I've heard a lot of stories about him. He's a good player, I think.
So the All-Stars have decided to bowl downwind. Would you say that's downwind, Ross, for the first 10 overs? It's sort of diagonally across the wicket, isn't it?
I think so. I think it's a pretty smart move. So their second 10, could attack the short boundary. We could probably try catch a couple here in the commentary box.
I don't know how many you'll catch, but I haven't seen you catch too many in your career. But the Rashi Mehta stats: a healthy strike rate, 170, and Ranger to complete his over. Ooh, that's the first wide of the day. So yes, we're looking at Rashi Mehta stats: 34,650 in the world, but he's only played five games, so he's obviously going to see his world ranking rise. The more games you've played, obviously the more opportunity to get your world ranking points up. He hasn't scored a 50 yet, but we heard he's got big match temperament, and I think on the big stage in front of the cameras he might get his first retired knock. Last man stands, you retire when you get to 50, but you can come back in and bat when the seventh wicket falls.
Into the attack now is Amar Zaim, right arm over. Starts off with a wide.
The left-hand, right-hand combination here for CCC. Always very helpful, especially when there's a lot of wind around. Makes it quite difficult for the bowler to adjust his line. Oh, that's a second wide. So second wide of the over. That's 3 runs. It doesn't get re-bowled, but it's 3 runs. So you don't want to be doing too many wides. Easy 3 runs. So we look at his stats. Oh, I think he got away with one there.
Wasn't much bounce in that ball. Keeping low creates a bit of doubts in the batsman's mind.
So Amar Zain, he's got 18 wickets, healthy average. Push down to third man for 1.
Great shot.
Could there be 2? Oh, really good field in the outfield. Can knock 2. So he's come back well in this over. Started with 2 wides and he's just adjusted his line, and I think he'll be happy how he's finished this over. So the last ball of this over. So is there 2 there? Possibly 2 if they pushed it, ran it hard from the beginning there. The 2 overs gone. The score's 12 for 1. So Ross, who do you think are the favourites from this game?
I think the ACC All-Stars for Pakistan are my favourites.
Okay, well, I'm going with the CCC here. I think they looked hungry when I looked into their eyes this morning. They weren't happy with their performance yesterday, and just got a feeling they're looking to make amends for yesterday's performance.
I mean, the ACC All-Stars have lost their last 5 games, so they're surely looking to turn that around.
Oh, Not quite what he intended, but I'm sure he'll take that. Little Chinese cut. As we watch the replay. Let's give him credit. I think it's a little trick shot there. Good thinking there from Chopra.
So if you're watching anywhere around the world and you're wanting to know how to get involved or join Last Man Stands, it's very simple. You just go to the website lastmanstands.com/join. You can either register yourself as an individual, or you can find your team, or you can register a team and we'll find you a league. Everything's pretty straightforward from there on. Everything's organised for you. The local league manager will be in touch.
Oh, Ranger getting a bit of bounce outside off stump.
We'll talk you through the process.
You can hear shouts from the crowd to pick your balls, is the advice from his teammates on the side.
Great shot.
So the All-Stars are from Pakistan. You mentioned that they've lost their last 5 games in a row, but you've got to also bear in mind that the standard of LMS cricket in Pakistan is very strong. So I don't think we can go by that stat too much.
Yes. Their world ranking is 130 at the moment.
That's a great shot. That's a great shot.
It's got the guys excited. Fantastic to see so many people having so much fun in Cape Town.
As we watch the replay here. Superb timing. And the CCC supporters are starting to get into this game. They're getting behind their team.
So you talk about the standard of LMS in Pakistan, right? Where is it currently played in Pakistan?
So there's actually going to be a Pakistan Premier League starting in Lahore. Bit of fun. They're going to have 6 owners. There's going to be a draft ceremony, and there's going to be some prizes. It's going to be an amateur league, but it's going to be based on the professional sports league model. So it's going to be, as we watch Zaim coming into bowl, I think he's better off just keeping his shape. Chopra's going well at the other end. So Meta's going well at the other end. We've also got a league starting in Attock in December.
That's wide.
We've also got LMS Malton along with 3 additional locations. We're partnering up with Inzaman Al-Haq and Mushtaq Ahmed for LMS talent hunt and cricket development in the region starting in 2018.
That's fantastic. Great shot. Great fielding down there on the 3rd man boundary. Whoops it back in.
So if you've got any viewers watching from Pakistan and you want to get involved, the link to join is up on the screen now, lastmanstands.com join. That was well played. Is run out opportunity.
Oh.
Dived. It's good cricket all round. Good awareness there from the field at mid-off. They kept a bit low. Oh, it was a great dive. And well done to the umpire for getting in a good position there. Push, there's got to be 2 there. Oh, that's gone all over 4. So CCC are going to be very happy at this start. Early wicket, but they've come back well.
Looks like the bowler and batsman having a bit of a word. Short's all very friendly. Maybe just a bit of frustration on the bowler's part. So it's end of the third over. 30 for 1. Umpire's just having a quick chat between the overs.
So just a shout out to the LMS franchise owners in Pakistan. They're doing a great job out there. Tamar and Nasir, they really have been inspirational with the way they've sold LMS on the social media, and I know they're very proud of how they've grown LMS Pakistan in a very short space of time, and we hope that the 3 teams involved here from Pakistan are going to have a great tournament. Ross, do you have some stats on the other Pakistan teams and how they're getting on?
Yep, can find it for you.
So just a bit of delay as they move the fine leg a bit squarer.
Nice ball there.
It maybe kept a bit low, but potentially maybe not the right shot option. I think they were starting to get a bit of momentum. They're playing straight back shots. Yeah, kept a bit low potentially.
That brings the creased fish. It's coming in number 4.
So Chopra 19 or 15 balls. Giving the team a bit of momentum there, but these next 2 are going to now have to consolidate and ensure that they get to 10 overs with less than 3 wickets down. You don't want to be more than 3 wickets down after 10 overs. So Vishal Shah coming to bat. That's a really good strike rate, 206. Decent average, 25. World ranking of 20,649. Only from 6 innings, so this is definitely a player I think to look out for. I have watched him bat once in Mumbai, and once he gets going, he hits a very long ball. Bowler just lost his run up there. Suranja into his third over, 2 for 20.
Starts with a wide, just pushed it down leg. Oh!
Oof, that was close, very close. We don't have the third umpire here, but if we did, that definitely would have been used. Be interesting to get a camera shot of that. I think his bat might have been in the air there. What do you think, Ross? Do you think he was home?
Look,
so umpire is in a much better position to see that.
One of the real basics of cricket and batting is sliding your bats in.
Did you ever do that?
All the time.
Well, that ball swung actually quite a big way down leg side. The wind's starting to pick up again. Now I think the umpire's got that right decision. Might get a better view from here. So Vish, he's the key player for CCC. He's definitely the player that they'll be looking to bat for 10 overs. If he bats for 10 overs, he'll certainly have 50. So Ranja is bowled 2 overs for 3 overs, 2 for 24.
big shout. Umpires having none of that.
Interesting move here from the All-Stars, bringing a slip in. Who's that there? They've got it slip there, Ross. Obviously got safe hands, number 23. It's Aziz.
Yeah.
Aziz. So let's just see, a bit of a tactical play. It almost came off there. Bit of mind games, yeah. It's not often you see a slip. Probably the first time we've seen a slip in this tournament. Oh, you can actually see what they're doing here. I think they realise here, the All-Stars, if they get another wicket in the next 2 or 3 overs, it's really going to peg the Mumbai boys back, and they're going to have to play a bit more conservatively before the turn. What do you think is a good score here, Ross?
Judging by all the other games, I think 160 is probably par. Anything above that's really tough to beat.
You know, they've changed pitches, so for the first 2 days we were on the far side towards Table Mountain, and now we've moved towards the pavilion end. So I think the spectators on the balcony later in the day could come into play a bit. Nice pushed away square. Is he going to go turn for 2? No, just 1. Well fielded. Aranja.
So another team from Pakistan that are currently involved in the World Champs are the LSE Legends. Their world ranking is 22, played 39 and 127 and only lost 12.
So Aziz comes into bowl. He's getting a bit of bounce, eh? Bowl's a heavy ball, Aziz. Run off.
The umpire's got the Rudy Kutson finger of death, sealing the batsman's fate. He's on his way back.
Mehta's going to be disappointed with that. I think he's just trying to guide that down to 3rd man.
It just bounced on him, I think.
Yeah, he's bowling a very heavy ball, as is. Getting a lot of bounce out of the wicket here.
So 40 for 3 after 5 overs.
Yeah, it's not what Diggy would have wanted here, but I know they still got a lot of batting to come. They're going to have to find a way of getting a partnership going. So the new batsman
Sid.
is Sid. Number 13.
I saw him in the nets earlier. He looks like he's got a pretty good technique.
He's got a good average, 29.75. What you're starting to see here, this is the wicket starting to break up a bit. There's been a lot of wind and heat here in Cape Town. For those of you who don't know, there's a drought in Cape Town at the moment, and combined with a lot of wind, these pitches are drying out, and what you're going to see as the tournament progresses is a lot more uneven bounce, as demonstrated in this over.
What will probably be key in the latter stages of the tournament will be teams with good spinners. Dry wickets turning.
That's correct. You saw in the last game, the team with a very good bowling attack is Benora, Sri Lanka, headed up by Mendes. They're going to be a tough team to beat. They've got 2 tall, fast bowlers that hit the deck hard, and then backed up by 2 spinners that have got a lot of variation. So when you've got a good bowling attack in last man stands in knockout games, it can be the difference. You know, when the pressure's on and there's no easy runs, it's not easy for the batsman.
So new bowler into the attack, Irfan Zaka. Going right time over, just getting his field sorted. And his run up.
So as we watch Zaka come in for his second delivery. It's a good length, good length. Well, there's a bit of pressure here on the two batsmen. This wicket's starting to do a bit. I think CCC will do well to stay in the game, take it deep. As we look at Zaka's bowling figures, 202 overs, so he's played a lot of LMS cricket. He's bowling a very good length here, so not giving any room for the batsman.
On the ground. Keeps the scoreboard ticking over.
That's a great shot. That's released a bit of pressure there for the team from Mumbai, CCC. Could maybe have heard a shout from his teammates shouting, wait for the bad balls. That's very good advice. So Aziz returning for his second over. Got an important breakthrough in his last over, getting a lot of bounce. Also managing to get a few to keep low. So I think he'll be looking to repeat that this over. Bowling into the wicket's the key here. You don't want to be too full. So as they get to 50, teammates happy with that start. So just a rebuilding phase here for CCC. They already 3 down, so they don't want to be 4 wickets down before 10 overs. That's really going to leave them in problems in the last 10 when they'll be looking to accelerate. As we watch Aziz come in again. He's getting a bit of bounce there, Ross, isn't he?
Oh, he's definitely bending his back. I think this wicket's one of those wickets where what you put in is what you get out of it.
I like that saying, Ross. I might use that later. So it's starting to get a bit tense here. You can see the pressure on the two batsmen here. They desperately want to win this game. This is a tight group, probably one of the stronger groups in the tournament. 2 strong local sides. So it's going to be interesting to see if the 2 foreign sides from India and Pakistan if one of them can get through. Cape Town Warriors are a very strong side, and they're potentially one of the favourites. And then is it the Thunder Dragons, the other team in this group? Is that correct, Ross?
Yes, that's correct.
Thunder Dragons are 2 from 2. Do you know where the Thunder Dragons are from?
I don't at the moment. I can find it out.
I just yeah, they're from Benoni. So just push down to mid-on for single. I don't think CCC need to be too worried about their run rate here. This has definitely been the harder end of the wicket to bat on during this tournament. We've seen more runs come in from the other end. That's a good shot. Just pushed out into mid-off. Bit of a bobble from the fielder.
Play long.
You'll see all the Pakistan teams, they've got Pepsi on their shirts, so they certainly they're going to survive in this hot weather. After every game, their sponsors have given them Pepsi, a free Coca, free Pepsi. Sorry, almost mentioned the opposition of Pepsi there.
Great to see them supporting grassroots cricket.
So Shah going at a run a ball here. Nothing wrong with going at a run a ball.
Run a ball is like a dot ball, isn't it? In this format.
Have you ever had an innings where you've had a 100% strike rate or higher, Ross?
I think so. Distant memory now though. I'm more of a spinner these days.
You tend to play the anchor role, don't you?
What I like to do is let the big hitters bat around me, so I feed them the strike, rotate the strike.
Why do you always bat number 8 then?
Because my team's always out in the 10th over.
As we watch Aziz coming in to bowl again. Just clip those legs, there's got to be 2 there, you've got to take on the... No. I think CCC need to maybe put a bit more pressure on the fielders. Yeah, I think they're not pushing the first one as hard as they should be.
So another team from India who are in the tournament are the Gurgaon Strikers. They're in Pool H and currently sitting 3rd in the table. Played one, lost one.
Yeah, so LMS started in India and Gurgaon. Krish and his dad Rajiv doing a great job out there. The games have been played at the Koi Cricket Club. Really nice ground. Probably one of the best batting wickets going. Very high scores every weekend there. Krish and Rajiv are over from India for the first time. They're having a great time in Cape Town. I think they're up on Table Mountain as we speak.
It's Fantastic.
As we look at the scorecard,
10 overs, change of ends.
so no one's managed to get going yet, but I think the next 10, Shah's the key. We know he can hit a long ball. He's just playing himself in here. This is the easier end to bat from. We've seen that in all the games so far. So I still think 140 could be on the cards. But these two are going to need to go deep here. We've got to change a bowler. Looks like he's a leg spinner the way he's spinning the ball in his hands. Let's have a look. Ali is up to the stumps. So this is Omar. I think.
Omar Sahid.
Yeah, I think from what we've heard, he's meant to be their best bowler. So I think they've kept him. I think they want him to bowl in the second 10 because the wind seems to be blowing across the field. Yeah, I'm going to take pace off it from this end. I think he wants to get the batsman hitting towards the sponsors area. The shop at lastmanstands.com banners are going to come into play up on the balcony today. Ross, can you tell me a bit more about that?
Yeah, so if you take a one-handed catch on the balcony, you get a 3,000 Rand voucher to the Last Man Stands shop. If you take a two-handed catch, it's 500 Rand.
I think you must go for the two-handed catches there, Ross.
I might have a beer in my other hand. So Omar, he's the captain.
Yeah, and you can see why he's rated as their best bowler. He's not going to be easy to get away here. They're going to have to look at the other end and see who they've got coming on from the other end, because the way he started here, he's going to be really difficult to get away.
But he's got a good action, good, putting good revs on the ball.
That's I think that might have been the
slider.
Is that what it was? I thought it might have been the top spinner, Ross. Have you ever bowled a top spinner?
All the time. I never turn it.
What would you say your strongest asset is with the ball, Ross?
Flights and guile.
Okay, and we've got, that's a good start from Syed. Naught from 4 runs from the first over. Looks like Aziz is going to bowl all 4 in a row here. Is this Aziz's last over?
Yes, bowled 3.
Oh no, this is a change of bowling. Is this? It's not. Apologies, Aziz. This is Malik coming on to bowl.
That's another leggy. By the looks of it.
Let's have a look at his action. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. That one just seemed to keep a bit low. I think he's looked to me to be an off spinner, but let's have another look here. He's definitely bowling that out the back of his hand. Some creative footwork from Zaka on the coming in from mid-on there. I think it'd be good to see a slow motion of that. I think he's a good footballer in his youth.
So were you apparently, Wayno?
Oh, little Dilshan.
वो असल में खेल भी बार-बार एक तरफ रहता है तो थोड़ी अच्छी उस जगह वो हो जाना.
So one of these two batsmen probably going to have to start looking for a boundary area here. I think it's probably the commentary box is where it needs to come to, Ross.
He's fantastic. Ooh, that's out.
Oof, this wicket is really starting to keep low now. When you start seeing that, you've got to revise what a good score. I'm starting to think 120 could be a good score here, Ross.
I would agree with that. There's lots of doubts in the batsman's mind now about what the ball's actually be doing.
Well, that's going to break the shackles.
Great shot.
That's a good shot from Shaw. He just realising the ball staying a bit low. He's got a bit kept stayed down on it well. So Vish is really going to be happy with that.
Captain Omar back into the attack.
So they've got a clear tactic here. They've thought this out well, the All-Stars. Seam from the car park end and then spin from the other car park end. Oh, that's a big hit. That's a great shot. CCC supporters really getting vocal whenever there's a boundary hit. They realise how tough it is to bat out there.
Fantastic strike, 6 runs over long on.
And that's into the wind as well.
Good comeback from Omar. Looks a quality leg spinner, nice action, good pace.
Good intensity from the batsman. Wasn't too there, but you can see they now realise they're having to up the ante.
Looks like they decided to put the foot on the accelerator. Well bowled, Omar.
Dot ball.
Great comeback.
So probably an even over in the end. CCC getting a 6 off the first ball, and then well pulled back there by Syed. So he's only gone for 12 of his 2 overs. 7 overs to go. If they go 6 and over from here, 6, 7 and over, that'll get them to 130.
I think you're right. I think 130 is going to be the...
Never know. You play for 130 in the last 2 overs. Still got wickets in hand. You could maybe get that up to 140, 150. But you don't want to be all out for 100 yet. That'll just take the pressure right off.
Have we seen any home runs this week?
No, for those of you that don't know, if you hit the last ball of the innings for 6, it's worth 12. If you watch that. Oof. I don't think we've seen any on the main field. There might have been a few on the Gary Kirsten Oval, in the YMCA.
It's a really great rule that we've seen it change the course of so many games. Great shot down the ground.
Punch down to mid-on. Have you ever hit a home run, Ross?
I have actually.
Very small field?
In Barnes, it was a kid's field.
And the wind was blowing it. Oh, that's
Let's come over onto the roof. Fantastic shot. Massive 6.
So that's the second 6 in 2 overs. That's really got the run rate back into the... Well, watch that again. Yeah, that's, he just stayed up, kept his shape on that. So this is a good partnership. Must be what did they joined when they won 40 odd.
Yep, that's 48 off 7 overs. So yesterday evening we had the big charity game between Team Mackenzie and Team Langerveld. Wayne, you were lucky to take part in it. You enjoy the game?
That was a great experience. Neil and Charles were fantastic guys. Really got into the spirit of the match. They both showed their class with quick fire 50s and intelligent bowling. was just fun to be part of the match.
It's fantastic. A lot of money raised for the Gay Crescent Foundation. They're doing a great job for youngsters in South Africa. For all the facilities they're putting in, and really good.
So that's how it continues. Pushed out into the cover region, straight to the fielder. Keeper Ali's had a good game, been very safe behind the stumps.
Shot.
So that's high. That's high.
Caught in the wind.
He's got safe hands, this guy. That's it.
Close to the double
Yeah.
play.
Raz's got very safe hands. So Aditya comes in. Aditya's probably their best bowler in this side, but he can also give the ball a good hit. But we know in the second half of this match, Aditya is going to be the go-to man for the Mumbai side when they take to the field.
It's well batted, Siddharth Kadam, 28 of 22.
That's a good strike rate on this wicket.
Yep. .2 overs to go. Not much time for the new batsman to settle in. I think he's going to have to get going from ball one.
Yeah, still think there's maybe 2-3 overs to play yourself in. 4 wickets down, there's still a chance of being bowled out. Just the number 4 batsman, he's only on 25, so he's still got 25 to get to 50. They don't have anyone in the hat to come back in, so they don't have an insurance policy just yet to go full hammer and tongs here, but I think 130 is a good score, so I don't think they need to get too carried away. Yep. Mark continues.
Looked like that was a googly.
Just kept a bit low. It's not easy for the batsman here, as you can see from that delivery. Shah's definitely the key. 25 of 27. He normally strikes at a lot higher strike rate than this, but I don't think he would have been. I don't think he's batted on a wicket like this. They tend to. The wickets in Mumbai that I've seen are absolute roads. But this one's starting to break up with the heat. So we look at Adit Singh's figures. Don't know if you noticed his strike rate there, Ross, 225.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic keeping there.
Ali's been very, very good today. So I think Shah's decided, yeah, he's going to go now. 5 overs to go.
Having a quality keeper in an LMS team is invaluable, they won't.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be playing in the Car Corner Cup event for the guys that were has-beens that never were, and we've got a variety of keeper options there with Rob Stevenson, one of the all-time great keepers of last man stands. He's won us a lot of games. Pushed down to short third man.
Can Chris Newton keep?
Chris Newton's our best player. He's actually been paid money to play in our side.
Wow. Didn't know we were that desperate.
He's very good at carrying the bags. No one else wanted to do it, so we said, Chris, could you come along, and for every bag you carry, you're going to get a pound and a free beer. And we've dropped that short. Big hit into the wind. short of the fielder coming in from the mid-wicket boundary. So Shah, we know he's got a big long ball in him. He just hasn't found it yet today, but he's got 29 balls under his belt. It's going to get a bit easier for him from here. Oh, I don't think there's anything on that. I think he's just
4 bars.
4 bars. I think the keeper was a bit shocked, but I think the keeper thought the bat was going to hit him.
So that's the end of the 15th over. 4 to go. It's 96 for 4.
That almost bowled him.
Vishal Shah 26 not out off 30, and Aditya Singh 1 off 4. It's going to be an entertaining final 4 overs, I feel.
So Mars, this is his final over.
Yep. 3 overs, 1 for 13. It's fantastic figures, those. Great shot.
Oh, that's a great timing from Aditya.
Pick the gap nicely there.
It's always good to have a left-hander that can come in at this stage of the innings, especially when Omar's bowling leg spin, so he can hit with the spin. It's been quite challenging for the right-handers to get Omar away, but just with the ball coming into the bat on a slow wicket, it's easier to go with the spin. So I think Shah should try and get Aditya back on strike when Omar's still at the crease.
Diggy just offering some advice to his batsman.
What do you think he said there? Diggy's a very astute follower of the game. What do you think was his advice?
Don't get out and hit me 6s. Another full toss. Oh, well bowled.
Oh, shake of the head.
Did him with the flight.
He's getting shouts from Diggy to say watch it till the end. I don't think Diggy told him to hit 6s there, Ross. He's just corrected you there. I don't know. This is confusing. Diggy's come out with water bottles, swinging across the line, Aditya, but he's now shouting, watch it till the end.
Mixed messages from the change room. Great shot. Big 6 over long on.
Okay, so Diggy's shouting, wait for, what is Diggy shouting from the boundary there?
I told you so.
That's great captaincy from Diggy. Went on with the water bottles. It shows the value of a good captain in last man stands.
So coming to the end of the 16th over. Oh, bowler gets a hand on it. So it's 107 for 4 after 17.
So you will see the lastmanstands.com join links come up again. Ross, you run LMS in New Zealand and England. Is there any areas that you would like to promote in your 2 seconds here?
Yes, in New Zealand there's a couple of cities, Dunedin, Napier, Hawke's Bay and Tauranga. Those are cities that we would like to get going. We've been in various talks with different people, so that's all exciting. And then
I believe New Zealand Cricket have been very supportive of.
Yes, fantastic. They're really behind the concept now, and they're just happy to see as many people playing cricket as possible, whether it's indoor cricket, beach cricket, LMS, club cricket. That's their focus. Fantastic that they're behind it all.
As you look at the scorecard there, Aditya's the one batsman that's managed to get a healthy strike rate going here. Okay, so they've gone back to pace here. The spinners have come in for a bit of tap in this last 2 overs, so they've decided to get the pace back on with 3 overs to go. Ditter's really hitting the ball clean here.
He's back.
Oh.
Another boundary.
So there's a new message going out here now. What do you think this one is? To change of glove or change of cap?
Let's put the helmet
Oh,
on.
his helmet on. Oh, I think he's. I mean, maybe he's thinking about the Dilshan. Did he start with the helmet? He came in with the cap, didn't he?
I think so. Zayn back into the attack. Well bowled.
To be fair, Zion's getting it through at good pace here. Wouldn't really want to be batting with the cap out against this bowler. Got a lot of pace. 0 for 19 into his third. Is this his third or fourth over? Third
This is
over.
the third.
Third over.
Big shout out to Ryan Watson in Scotland. I know he's watching. A former King Edward's boy who went on to captain Scotland and now plays in the LMS leagues in Dundee.
Wow!
Massive 6 over square leg.
That's into the swimming pool area there.
Fantastic strike. Crowd's going mad. Balcony is in a frenzy.
Veshi's going to be happy with that. He's done the hard work. He hasn't been able to get the ball away and one out the middle. He's going to feel good about that. I think that could give him some confidence going into these last 2-3 overs. And that shot looked a bit like Ryan Watson there. He hits a long ball over car corner.
It does. Also, he enjoys his bowling. I remember from school days that if he could have bowled from both ends, he would have. Would you agree with that?
Well, I think Ryan would have been useful in these conditions in Cape Town. He didn't really turn the ball much, yeah, but on these wickets you don't have to turn the ball. You just got to let the wickets do the work. So would have suited Ryan, and yet the odd one might hit a crack and he would claim that he's turned one. So the new bowler coming on to bowl here is, who's this? Let's get a number there. They're going back to pace here. Just looking at the ball, I think it's been a bit roughed up after that shot into the car park.
So 118 for 4 after 18. 10 balls to go.
As Ranger comes back into the attack. Starts with the wide. He did that in his first spell as well. Still trying to get a bit of shine on this ball. I think he's maybe going to try and get some reverse swing going here.
Great shot. Oh, it could be out. That's 6 runs. Fantastic striking.
Still a lot of credit needs to go to Diggy here. Since he went on with those water bottles, Adita's seem to have grown in confidence.
You can see why Adita's got that strike rate.
Yeah, he's the one batsman that's been able to come in from the go and clear the ropes. That's a great shot into the long wind. Well fielded out in the boundary.
Fantastic fielding.
They call in, there's a few shots that they want to have a look at the replay of it. Unfortunately, we don't have that option available in last man stands yet. Oh, is that a seagull, Ross?
I think it's a Hadida.
Hadida. Oh, no, that was well fielded there.
Oh, big swing. Eyes lit up there.
So Ross, are you sure that was a Hadida?
I think so.
I know you're a big bird watcher. So.
I'll check my bird book when I get back to the hotel later.
As we watch Ranger coming in, his last over.
Great shot! Fantastic shot!
That's the shot of the day. That's the shot of the day.
Nearly took the cameraman out.
Yeah. The Hardy Dars have been scared off by that shot. They're not in sight anymore.
So Ranger to finish his over. Full and straight.
Oh, clever bowling. Taking the pace off it. Bowling it into the wicket.
So 133 for 4 after 19.
And that completes the spell for Ranger. 2 overs for 39. And CCC, we said 130 was a good score. So I think anything above this now is a bonus.
Yep.
Who's going to bowl the last over here? This is Amar.
Amar. He's the best. He's the #1 ranked bowler.
No, that's Omer, Ross. This is Amar.
Oh, sorry. Apologies about that. Oh, it's a great shot. Oh, he could be out.
Oh! The keeper has to catch it to complete. Is he throwing that into? Because he was losing his. He lost his balance there, so there's a bit of.
Fantastic catch.
I'd like to see a replay of that. I think he was a bit worried about his foot getting onto the rope there. Oof, no, that's 6. Or not.
No,
What's the ruling? If your foot hits the rope? I know.
It could be 6, but I think he just was inside the rope.
I don't know if guy just asked that. They're asking for a replay. The umpire square is asking for a replay, but unfortunately our cameras don't come into play here. What the umpires decide on the field is the final decision. We might have to relook at that in the knockout stages. So let's have a look at this again. I'll leave the viewers to decide on what they think of that, but I know what my views are.
You would hope that the fielder would know if he put his foot on the rope and he'd...
Sometimes you don't know, to be fair, but it's a tricky one. That's tipped away. So this is turning out to be a potential match-winning knock for Medita. Obviously a very long way to go, but if CCC do get home, you'll think it could be down to this man at the crease right here. Before he came in, it was looking like a 120 score. Now there's still a chance of 150. Oh, bowled. That's a good comeback.
That brings to an end Aditya's innings. To the crease comes Rajiv, number 43. He's going to face the last ball, is it?
So he's the number 8 batsman, is that right? Yeah, he's the number 8. So it's a big ask, but to come in for the last ball and hit at 12, he would be a new hero in Cape Town if he could do that. That'll get them above 150. So he's taking centre. Not sure he needs to worry too much about what his guard is here. I think he's just got to swing as hard as he can. He's got a strike rate of 127. He comes into back. Can he complete the home run?
Oh. No, run out.
Run out. So that completes. Does that complete the innings for CCC? Oh no, there's still one to come.
One more.
One to come.
So we've got last man stands.
Last man stands and the home run rule in one delivery here.
That would be fantastic.
So even though I think it's selfless there, he ran himself out to get the bigger hitter on strike. This is an important ball here, Ross. You know, 12 runs, momentum going into the second innings.
So fasten your seatbelts, everyone. Oh, great bowling.
He's called his partner back for the second, and he's safe. That's good calling there from Dada. Called himself back for the second.
So 141 for 7 after 20. It's a good effort.
And he's getting the legs pumping. Direct hit would have been, the direct hit would have been probably out. So I think that's going to be an even contest going into the second innings. We'll just get a scorecard up in a second. But who do you think was the standout knock there, Ross? The Dieter?
I enjoyed the Dieter's knock. He came in from ball one and struck it really well. Hit him into some great shots. Very entertaining to watch for all our viewers.
So yeah, 36 of 20. You see most of the other guys were a runner ball. So that knock could be the difference, but we know the All-Stars can bat as well. It's going to be interesting to see how the second innings go. The wicket's starting to keep a bit low, so I would say that's about a pass score. We'll be taking a little break soon. We'll be back to join you in 5 minutes.
इधरों आओ मैं ले जाऊँ तो अंदर ले जाऊँ इधरों
Welcome back to Western Province Cricket Club here in beautiful Cape Town. Custom Cricket Club have set good targets for the guys to chase down. They'll need 142 to win this game. AC All Stars. Got Diggy getting his fielders ready into all their respective positions. And this should be an entertaining run chase. Opening the bowling for AC All Stars, got number 23 Aziz and number 99 Zaka. Opening the bowling for Custom Cricket Co is Chopra. We're nearly ready to go for the second innings. Fasten your seatbelts, everyone. It's going to be some great viewing. Left arm over. Clips it off his legs for one. Aditya chucks it back in. Zaka just taking his guard. Cap on backwards. Chopper back in to the attack. It's kept very low again. Keepers missed that some more bars. Well run for him to get back for two. Welcome back to the commentary box, Wayne. Just clips it off his legs. For one down to fine leg.
So a solid start from the All Stars. They don't need to do anything silly in these first 5 overs. Only 7 and over.
Great shot down the ground by Zaka.
So we watched Aziz bowling earlier. He bowled a very heavy ball, and the rumour has it that he hits a very long ball as well. But this is his first time in this tournament under the camera, and some of his teammates have suggested that he might try and hit it a 12 instead of a 6 due to the cameras.
This looks like the opening spin. Harsh going to bowl the second over. Zaka just doing some gardening down the pitch. Oh, nearly a quarter bowled. First up.
as an assist, 26 innings.
Paddle down to third man. Dita swoops on that, gets it back into the keeper.
Okay, so this is going to be interesting. Aziz on strike, 209 strike rate. He's had 450s in his 26 innings. 5 of those, 5 times not out. Decent average as well. So if he gets 27 at a strike rate of 200, his team will be favourites to win the game. He just pushes that out onto mid wicket. Doing the right thing, getting himself in, getting used to the wicket. So down to mid on for 1.
Tidy over this up, first up from Harsh.
Straight down to leg. Shots of 2, but Aziz is having none of it.
No.
He's happy for the single there. Pushed out to the offside, Diggy comes in, really good fielder, Diggy Katiwada. He turns 2s into 1s.
Wayne, can you just explain where Diggy's from again?
Diggy is a prince of a place called Katiwada, which is a small Indian village. I think it's in Rajasthan. But I stand to be corrected on that. But he's 16th generation of a royal family that goes back centuries.
It's fantastic.
Well, there's an example of this wicket breaking up. That one looks like it's gone through the top. So Chopra, he's one of the key players for CCC on this tour. Good at the bat, good at the ball. There goes Diggy. Yeah. Diggy again, they're turning a 2 into a 1. Covers a lot of work out there at extra cover. Oh, this is.
I think Aziz is starting to lose his patience.
Ross, where are you staying during this trip?
Staying in Rondebosch,
Just down the road from you?
just down the road, and fantastic.
I think Aziz was targeting your house on that one. Well, that's gone straight up. Oh, look, this could be an unbelievable caught and bowled. Oh! Good effort. Not easy. The wind was swirling there. But a dot ball in the end. Oh, that kept low. And it's a wide. I think that's the second wide of the over. So for those of you just tuning in, CCC, they batted first, got 141. CCC are from Mumbai. They're playing the All-Stars from Pakistan.
They're from Lahore, are they?
Yes, they're the AC All-Stars. So Aziz looks like he's going to be the man to try and clear the fences, and Zaka is going to be the man to try and get Aziz back on strike. So Zaka, he's got his cap on backwards.
Looks like the keepers are putting his helmet on.
He's coming up the stumps. Dada back onto bolt. Bowled a good length the first over. Not too much spin. Like it just comes straight out the front of the hand. Take pace off it.
Bowling to his field, which is great.
Okay, so Aziz back on strike. He's certainly not looking for twos. He's going for he's trying to clear the ropes.
Oh, why would you say that, mate?
I've seen his strike rate, Ross.
It's a great shot. Pedals it down to 5 leg, 4 runs for him.
Yeah, Aziz has got an incredible strike rate. Strikes at over 200. And when he hits them, they stay hit. Oh my word! That's into Ross Kaywood's house in Rondebosch. Window broken.
Fantastic shot into the tennis course.
And that's my answer why he doesn't run twos, Ross. No need to when you hit the ball that far. I think that's probably the biggest six of the tournament. What do you say, Ross?
I would definitely agree with that. Let's see if he can do it again. Hope the spinner throws it up. Oh, it's gone again!
And again.
Not as big, into the trees.
Yeah. He was a bit scared of breaking another window at Ross, so he decided just to take a bit more heat off that one. Very clever thinking of Ross, from Aziz. Ross doesn't have insurance at his house.
Oh! The keeper couldn't see it with his helmet on.
I think we know the keeper I think he had a late light last night. I think if he got to bed an hour or two earlier, he might have seen that a bit easier.
I think he lost it in the helmet.
To give him the benefit of the doubt there, that swirl started off going over his head, then came back with the wind, and he missed it by a couple of meters.
It's frustrating for the bowler to be hit for 2 massive sixes. Then you get your man and the keeper just drops it.
He didn't drop it, Ross.
He didn't get a hand to it.
Almost got a foot to it. But
It's 33 for 4 after 4 overs.
Wow. It's definitely a clear tactic from here. Zaka, he's got his cap backwards. He's very laid back. He knows there's no twos out there today. So he's just going to push for ones and let the big man Aziz do the rest.
Right.
So it's a good start from the All-Stars. They're ahead of the rate now. But I still think there's a few twists in this game, Ross. Tricky wicket to bat on this.
Yep.
To be honest, if I was bowling now, I'd also lose my run up a few times. Wouldn't want to be bowling to Aziz.
It's just looking to go big every ball now. not playing each ball on its merit.
He's corrected there. His practice swings look good. He was just looking for the push to extra cover on his practice swings. Ah, delicate.
Great shot down to fine leg, 4 more. Aziz moves to 24 or 14.
Not only can he hit a long ball, he's also got some intricate shots in his armour. Ah, clever. Didn't try and hit it too hard, just helped it on his way. He knew there was no fine leg in place.
It looks like he's starting to look at car corner again.
Oh, Ross, go and get those guys in your garden standing by the windows, please, Ross. This is going to be trouble, I can sense it. Oh, he's going there.
4-0. Didn't quite connect it, but gets 4 runs.
Aziz is not happy with himself. He only likes 6s.
Deals at 6s, and
He's mistimed that and it's still raced to the boundary for 4.
he would actually be the perfect last man stands. Because he wouldn't have to run. Would you agree with that?
As we watch Dieter to bowl.
Whoa!
Oh, that's gone straight up. Straight up.
He's flat bats at it.
Now there might be a 2. Oh no, Aziz is sticking to his game plan. 1s, 4s or 6s. I think he's given himself his own rule that he's not allowed to run 2s. Can we just get some stats up on how many 2s Aziz has run in his career?
So I've just had word from our statistician. He hasn't got any run ever 2s ever. It's like a change of bowler. It's Vish coming into the attack. It's Vish getting his field ready. He's obviously been watching what's going on and how well Aziz is hitting the ball.
Zaka's decided he's basically sitting on his bat there at the non-striker's end.
Good start.
Zaka walking through for another single.
Aziz just pushes it out to cover.
So, Zaka, I don't think he needs to change his game plan. He's been told the fielders come in, they know what he's trying to do now. Oh, clever shot. He wants a 2. Can Aziz? That's his first 2 of his career. Aziz through for 2.
Just trundles through for 2. Made it look very easy.
I think the stat where 2s was good, that's when he's on strike. He's had a few 2s when the non-strikers in.
No. Definitely no quick single there.
I brought the field up. Oh, this is clever batting from Zaka. A runner ball. Aziz striking it very well at the other end. It was a good foil to the big hitting Aziz. So what's your call here, Ross? Where's this going?
Over car corner.
Keeper's hard work for the keeper out there. He's got a yellow glove and a pink glove. Not quite sure what that's about. We'll have to get the story from him later.
And a great shot by Zaka. Pushes out to cover.
And Zaka walking through for another single.
That brings to an end 5th over, 49 for naught.
So they're well ahead of the rate here. AC All-Stars. They played 2, lost 2. So to stay alive in the competition, they need to win this. And they probably need to win with the bonus points, Ross. Do you think? There's probably no other chance of getting through. They need to chase the score down in 15.4 overs. They'll take all points from the game, and then they have to hope the results from the other games go their way. So they're still not out of the tournament.
So change of bowler, left arm spinner, Adita into the attack.
He's the main weapon for CCC. This is going to get interesting now. Yeah, you can see good speed on the ball. I think he's going to manage to get a few to keep low here, Adita. Holding into the wicket. Ziz has got other thoughts. Where's this going, Ross?
Our corner.
Good keep in there. Into the pink glove. And then onto the yellow glove.
Great bowling. Block hole. This just pushes it out to the cover for 1. Great shot by Zaka. Just pedals around.
Zaka looks to be a very clever cricketer. He looks very laid back character. Oh, great shot.
So AC's All-Stars cruising this at the moment. As we know, cricket can be a funny game.
A quick wicket will change it. I don't know, maybe Diggy needs to try something different here. Maybe with Zaka on strike, you're going to maybe bring the fielders up on the offside and get him to maybe try and clear the ropes and get the All-Stars to have to think about it. At the moment it's very clear what their tactics are. Aziz is going to keep getting the big man on strike, and then Aziz is going to go for the car corner area every second ball.
After 7 overs, 58 for naught. Aziz on 37 of 21 and Zaka 19 of 18.
It's a great knock from Aziz. We know how tricky it is to bat on this wicket.
He's just batting as if he's playing on another pitch.
Yeah, he's mistimed a few for 6 already. Okay, so more spin, yeah.
Sharp.
7 from his first over. Zaka does not seem to be too perturbed by anything at the moment. That's a very good shot again from Zaka. They have brought the field up. Oh, making the big man work hard there. Okay. Aziz back on strike. You can see people in the balcony starting to queue up. They're aware of the prize for catching a catch on the balcony. If there's anyone that's going to hit it up here, it's going to be Aziz. Oh, that's straight up.
Straight up.
Straight up. Pink glove, yellow glove. Which one? Oh! I think he needs to, maybe he needs to go back to conventional gloves, Ross.
Keep it, didn't even get another hand to that.
Oh, but I think he'll be happy with the dive.
Ball swirling in the wind, never easy. So if you're just tuning into this live broadcast and you're wanting to get involved in Last Man Stands, very easy to join on our website, lastmanstands.com/join. If you join as an individual, we can find you a team. If you join as a team, we can find you a league. Fantastic fun with your mates. So after 8 overs, 61 for naught, AC All Stars cruising this, making it look very simple.
I still think this game's not over. We know Adita is a class act with the ball. If he can nick one or two quick wickets here, things will be back. It could be an even game again.
Great shot.
Now that's class.
Fantastic. Slaps it through, extra cover, 4 runs all the way.
This just shows what a good standard the Pakistan league is. They've lost their last 5 games, but they've got some quality players in this lineup.
I would agree with that.
Pakistan Premier League starting in January, 6 teams.
Delicate little nudge down to 3rd man. Gets more strike.
Ross, if you were one of the owners of a Premier League in last man stands, Pakistan, bearing in mind it's all amateur cricket,
Yeah.
who would be your first pick?
Aziz.
Yeah, that's who I would have gone for as well. Oh, Aziz, there's one in a catch! Oh!
Fantastic strike. 6 more over square leg boundary. This is just making it look too easy now.
What's the Dita? Dita's got to come back here, let's see. Oh. So Aziz had a look at his wagon wheel and he realised he had quite a high percentage of his shots down to car corner, so he just showed us that he's got another shot or 2 in his armour, pushing that down to mid-off.
Wide, slips it down the leg.
The keeper's not having it all his own way there today. He's been a very effective stopping the ball, he just struggled under the high one.
So Wayne, do you think Aziz will be in the Pakistan World Series team next year?
Well, there's a lot of class. This is the first time I've watched any of the teams from Pakistan play. But I'm sure he'll be in the reckoning. The selectors will be watching closely here. And there might be a bit of controversy around the 2s, but when you're hitting the ball this far and this consistently, I think you'd want a guy like that in your side.
Tell me a bit more about what the World Series is about.
So next year in August, we're going to have 12 countries travelling to Chester in the United Kingdom, 2 groups of 6, as we watch Singh continue. So Singh looks a bit frustrated there. That is almost like a bouncer, slow ball bouncer.
Captain Diggy doesn't look happy. He didn't even chase that. I think he's getting frustrated with his bowlers, not listening to his plans.
Did you watch a plane fly over? Yeah, I like this one, the big man. This is going to be trouble. This is going to be trouble. Oh, Aziz showing he's actually got a turn of pace. Yeah, so Pakistan and India are in the same group in the World Series. So this match is a mini battle between Pakistan and India, a team from Lahore versus a team from Mumbai. So far, Pakistan looks to be on top.
Another great shot by the big man.
Yeah.
Slaps it over long on.
And that's his 50.
That's his 50. Well batted. Aziz. He'll be happy with himself. He's got his team into a strong position.
That's a great shot.
Done his job for the day.
And he held his pose at the end there. Well batted Aziz. That's knocks the difference between the 2 sides at the moment. And good sportsmanship there from the Mumbai team, clapping him off.
That brings the crease Tijuana. Batting at 3 for the AC All-Stars.
So let's see, the bonus point factor is still an important part of this game. Just for those of you that don't know, AC All-Stars have lost their first 2 games in this group. They need a convincing win here to have any chance of going through to the knockout stages.
I see Diggy's being very positive. He's brought the field up.
I think that's the right move. Maybe they can get a wicket or 2. That's one of the features of last man stands. You're never out of it because batsmen have to retire at 50.
Off the mark with a little pedal down to square leg.
So, bonus point. Can they win this game with the bonus point?
Definitely. They're well on track to do that.
It's 15.4 overs. They've got to do it before the start of the 16th over to get the important bonus points. If you look at the scorecard there, Zaka playing a supporting role to the big man Aziz.
That's 10 overs, it's 87 for North. Aziz in the hut.
Chopper started well with the ball. Dada coming in for a bit of tap in his last over there. Adita will be a little bit unhappy with his 2 overs for 21. He's normally a standout bowler, but any bowler is always going to come under trouble when you bowl into the likes of Aziz.
So they need 54 off 20 balls to get the
bonus point. I think they're aware of that. I think that's what they're targeting, yeah. So Rajiv continues. So it's a new bowler, Mawani.
Oh, that's a great shot. Lots of excitement by the batting team.
They're starting to realise that the bonus point wins an option, yeah.
And they're going to end their losing drought after 5 losses on the trot.
Talking about a drought, you can see the drought in Cape Town's causing a few issues with the pitch. Western Province Cricket Club have done an unbelievable job to get this facility ready. There hasn't been rain here for a long time. It's very dry wickets. That one keeping a bit low. Keeping low. You've got a feel for this keeper.
4 wides.
He had quite a late light last night. Last thing you need is a guy bowling a leg side delivery like that. Oh.
I think Diggy's going to have some stern words with his bowlers after the game. Bowling 2 lines, 2 sides of the wickets. Can't set a field to that.
Surprised Diggy hasn't brought himself on you.
I thought he opened the bowling. 4 more.
Okay, so the Pakistan supporters, AC All-Star supporters that is, are starting to get very excited. Yeah, they know they could get back into this competition. Yeah, if they can get chased down these next 42 runs. And how many deliveries, Ross? 24.
24, yeah. Great shot.
Good shot.
That's a long off boundary.
That's the first time Zaka hasn't walked a single. I think he sends the chance for 2.
Well bowled.
So What would you say is the group of death in this tournament, Ross? Some people are saying Group H, but I think this has been a tough group. Two very strong South African teams, C2 Warriors, which are one of the favourites. What's your thoughts?
I think I would agree with you. Having watched all the teams play the last couple of days, the two local teams are really strong. AC All-Stars look really strong, so to finish in the top two is going to be tough work.
Yeah, AC All-Stars lost their first two games against the two South African sides, the Thunder Dragons and the Warriors. So they might have felt they were out the tournament, but if they can get a bonus point win here and hope somehow that CCC could beat one of the South African teams in the next game, they might be back in the tournament.
It's true. Tijuana, it's a great forward defensive.
There's a few people not happy with that shot.
Reminds me of my own batting.
Not as technically correct, but the intent I agree with. Oh, the crowd's done him in there. His teammates weren't happy with the forward defence.
No celebration. Straight back to his mark. They're not happy with what's going on.
So they're still going for the bonus point win. I'm sure you would have seen a few games in London, Ross, where the team tries to go for the bonus point win. They push too hard and then they end up getting themselves in a bit of trouble, end up losing the game altogether. So they're still got to be a bit careful, yeah?
I have indeed. As we know, the wickets change things dramatically.
So some people might feel that's a consolation wicket, but with 41 runs to win, that's still not over. I think Diggy might bring himself on soon. New batsman. They've got point up, cover up, and a short fine leg. So this is a really attacking field for last man stands. Diggy's changed his mind, making his way back down to extra cover boundary.
Got Shahir to the crease, just blocks his first ball.
Got a world ranking of 20,279. Okay, so this is an interesting over. A wicket and then 2 dots. So CCC haven't given up yet. Oh, and another wicket.
Doesn't look happy. Looks like he's got a problem with the dressing room.
Yeah, he's been told to get on with it.
Doesn't look happy at
Just
all.
a bottom edge. I think the keeper was very happy about that.
Amar strides to the crease. Zaka doesn't even bother turning around to welcome him in.
Yeah. Zaka is a very cool and calm and collected character. You can see there's obviously an issue with a piece of the pitch coming up. Zaka kicking it away with his spikes. New batsman Amar Zaim, 28 innings, another very good strike rate, 183, and an average of 44. So combine those two and you've got a very good batsman that gives you a world ranking of 1984. That might also be the year he was born.
Dita back into the attack. Darts it in.
Okay, so Dita back on. He's the go-to bowler struggled against the Zim.
Slaps it over extra cover, 4 runs, great shot.
So things just not going Adita's ways today. He's normally very, very economical, but sometimes in 2020 it's just not your day and everything you seem to do goes against you. I don't think he's bowled badly. The batsmen have just played some great shots against him.
Barton again, off the back foot.
Are they going to go for 3 long boundary? Big sent back. Yellow glove off. Oh. I think the pink glove's his favourite.
Zahim was desperate to get on strike, calling him back for 3. Zaka didn't look too happy about the 3rd, but had no choice.
I think he got used to running singles with the Zim at the strike. Aziz, sorry.
Great challenge.
Now they're going to go for 3rd run again here. Big throw into the wind.
Great cricket, positive running. Definitely going for the bonus point win.
So what's the equation? How many balls? They've got about 15 balls to get 32. So they've got to go 2 a ball to get the bonus point win and keep them hopes alive in the competition. Could there be 3 more again yet? Oh, that's
great shot.
And Diggy looks shattered out there. He's been chasing the ball all over the extra cover region this over. Zaka getting some refreshments from his teammate. He's been on the field this entire match. That's 32 overs he's been out there.
So the score is 117 for 3 after 12 overs. If they can chase down the 1-4-1 target in the next 3 overs, as Wayne says, it keeps them in the tournament.
For both teams, the bonus point is important here because CCC will be knocked out if they don't protect their bonus points here. So even if they win the last game, it will be irrelevant unless they're able to stop the All-Stars from picking the bonus points. So I think this game is potentially over from a result point of view, but the key thing to look out for here is they need to chase this score down before the start of the 16th over.
Oh, bowled him.
And Zaka knew that. He knew that he had to try and finish with a 6. Very unlikely that he's going to get a chance to come back into bat anyway, so the right thinking, he really played a calculated knock there, Zaka. Chopper's been good with the ball today. He's been the standout bowler.
Zaka's obviously a team man. He was a couple of runs away from his own 50. He put the team first.
What would you have done there, Ross?
Definitely got my 50.
Yeah, I would have taken you another 10 balls, but so the skipper, Omer, strike rate of 147, solid average, and also a very good world ranking, over 100,000 players playing, so he's in the top 4%. Oh, this has been a great over from Chopra. He's into his 4th over here, 1 for 20. All the other bowlers are coming in for some tap. Oh, I think the teams playing in the games later on in the day need to be watching this. This wicket's definitely becoming more and more uneven as the game goes on. Oh, just falling short of the backward point field on the boundary there. So, All Stars, to keep them hopes alive in this tournament, they've got 14 balls to get 23 runs. If they don't do that, they technically knocked out the tournament. It would rely on CCC winning their last game against the Cape Town Warriors, and from what we've seen so far, that's going to be a tough ask. So I've got the overs wrong. That's 14 overs gone, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's 10 balls, yeah.
That's 9 balls, yeah. 9 balls to get 23. I wonder if they still feel that they can do this. Do you think that 22 of 8's doable? Or do you think they've just said, let's play safe, you have to get the, and then show the win? The skipper's out there.
Kadam. Bowling a second ball. It looks like their intent is still to go for the bonus points.
Oh, now we've seen a few keep low, and that one seems to have hit a crack in the pitch. Or maybe just put his back into that one. Oh, that's definitely hit a crack.
It's going to go 2. Comfortably get back for 2.
And Amir's going to turn for the third. Third comes in. Oh, he's been sent back by his partner. Judging by the shots from the boundary from the All-Stars, you would think that they're still trying to win this game inside the 16th over. Oh, that's on the balcony!
On the balcony roof!
Oh no, it's too big.
Flown over our heads onto the roof of the West Province Cricket Club.
Shouts of "You're the man" from the boundary.
That definitely changes things, puts them even closer to the bonus point one.
They'll be desperately hoping to stay alive in this competition.
Great bowling, block hole.
Goes the push. Amir's going to come for 2. No.
Well, keeper does well to cover that. So it'll be 13 or 5 balls. The bonus point one.
I think it actually is 4 balls. If I remember
It is,
correctly.
yes, it's got to be the 79th ball.
He's got to do it in 79 balls. The 80th ball is too late. That'll be the bonus point. Will go to the fielding team. So 13 or 4 for All Stars to stay alive in this competition. Would you agree, Ross? If they don't get these bonus points here, they're technically effectively out of the competition.
Yes, they would be competing for the plate of competition if they don't win here. Just digging into the attack.
The skipper. The throw comes in. This could be close. Oh, just made it back.
It's 11 off 3 now.
11 off 3 for the bonus points. Pressure's on. Diggy's aware of that as well.
Got a bit of BMT. Captain taking the ball for the last over, backing himself.
He knows the bonus points are crucial for their side as well. Push it hard on Amar's going. Looking to get 2. No, only 1. So it's going to be skipper on skipper here. Diggy's the skipper of CCC and Amir is the skipper of the All-Stars. What's your call on this ball, Ross?
Sail over the boundary, 6 runs.
I'm saying 1 run. Dot ball or dot ball.
Oh, it's
It's going out. This could be out. Could be a double play here.
Great
double
catch.
play. Got to get back.
Oh. Got caught in the wind, didn't quite get all of it.
Okay.
That means the bonus point win is gone.
I don't think it's yet. That's only 15 points. How many overs is that gone? How many balls in this over? That's the 3rd ball of the over.
It's 4 balls to get it in.
There might be a no ball that goes for 6.
Yeah, that's true.
So it does look like the All-Stars are going to struggle to get the bonus point here. Unless Diggy does something silly.
Bowling a great line and length.
It's been a great effort from the AC All-Stars here. Chasing down the score in 15.4 overs is really going to be tough. So they've resigned themselves to the fact that they can't win with the bonus points, but they're just going to make sure they get the team over the line and get a win. I think that means they're probably out the tournament, just purely on the fact that he's going to rely on CCC convincingly beating CT Warriors in the last game. So Ali Hamid, strike rate of 142, decent average for a low order player. Good fielding on the boundary there by Vish. So Zid just bowling that into the wicket. For the teams that are playing later today, I think they'll be watching this game closely. I think the key is going to be bowling the ball into the wicket here. Not too full, not too short, just back of a length. Pushed out to square leg boundary for 2.
Seven runs to win.
So just summary of this group. Thunder Dragons have played 2, they've won 2, and they're on 18 points. Cape Town Warriors, they've played 1 and they beat CCC yesterday. So they beat the All-Stars and they got 8 points. Those two are going to be playing each other later today. That's going to be a cracking game. And then All Stars on 8 points. When they win this game, they'll move up to 16. In custom cricket, we'll move on to 6 points.
4 hours to go. 7 runs.
Okay. Could be a double play. Could be a double play. Oh.
He's back.
So, Ross, actually, when you look at this league table, CT Warriors on 8 points. The All Stars will move up to 16 points with this win, which could mean that if the Thunder Dragons beat CT Warriors, it could give AC All Stars an outside chance of going through, but that would then rely on CCC beating Cape Town Warriors. So they're technically not out the top competition, but they'll have to rely on a few results going their way.
I think it could come down to net run rate.
Could do. And you'll be in charge of working that out if it does come down to that, Ross. So please make sure you've got your calculator ready. We know your maths is not too good, so your speciality is RT.
Help desk support.
Zisan Ranja come to the bat. Good world ranking. Strike rate of 146. Just the 150. But coming in down the order, it's not always easy to get 50. So healthy average of 26. Do you think there's a possibility of a choke here, Ross?
I don't think so. Not
Oh, some nervy times.
the pure fact that because the big man Aziz is in the hut, he could come out and calmly see the game out if he had to.
What do you think you'd do if we needed 1 run to win, Ross? Where would you hit it?
Over the boundary.
Direct. Ooh. Yeah, well, 5 wickets down. The only chance CCC have here is bowling them out. A hat trick. Can we see a hat trick here?
From Diggy.
Diggy, the Prince of Katiwada, saved himself to bowl late here. Fire those in it.
To the lines then, so you go.
That's straight up in there. This could be out. That's a great catch.
That's got Diggy excited. Look at him.
He almost pulled a muscle in his back there in that celebration. So Diggy, gutsy character, he hasn't given up.
They look like they believe now. There might be a tiny chance that they could still
And that's
win
a
this.
great catch from Zim, swirling around out there. Earlier today, we saw both teams struggle in the field. There was 12 drop catches in the game before, so not easy to catch out yet. It's not easy to see on the cameras how much the wind's blowing. It's blowing extremely hard, and it blows even harder when Aziz swings at the ball.
All his experience. We'll need to dig deep now just to calmly see the team home.
So the big man's back. I asked you a few times earlier in the commentary, Ross, where's this ball going? And what did you say?
It's definitely going up the park, but just looking down the balcony, he had started his lunch, but he's still here at the game. So he'll go back to that when he's finished this game.
Yeah, I don't think he's expecting to come back into bat yet. He's not happy with his teammates. His lunch break has been cut short.
Looking around this field.
This could get interesting. If he gets out here, last man stands. This game looked over. We were talking about bonus points. He doesn't like singles or twos. He likes sixes.
Oh,
Oh, and that's a great stop from the keeper.
It looks like he's
That's a crucial. That's kept them in the game. I think we'll see a few more teams in Mumbai buying wicketkeepers using pink and yellow gloves. Really good to see something a bit different. You see footballers with yellow boots. Now you see keepers with yellow and pink gloves.
well bowled. Diggy got his team back into this game.
Yeah, you can see that's why he's the captain. Leading from the front, well bowled Diggy Katiwada. So this is getting exciting.
2 overs to go. 3 runs required, and the big man Aziz.
So we've been looking at the main scoreboard. There's a bit of discussion here which is the correct score. Ross, can you just get some information in there? It's coming in. So the scoreboard's incorrect. The correct score is 141. So 141, 2 to win. The live scoreboard at the ground showing 140. It's caused some confusion in the crowd and in the commentary box. 2 runs to win, 2 overs. The big man is on strike. Where's this going, Ross? Oh, it's a wide. Scores are tied. And that's the win. That's the win. Sorry. Ross. We've got that wrong there. The score was actually tied on that delivery. The scoreboard at the ground showed 140. Teams are walking off now to shake hands. That's a great game of cricket. Man of the match for me was Aziz.
Definitely agree with that.
These two teams, there's a lot of rivalry in Pakistan and India, but we saw before the game there was great camaraderie between the two teams. And I'm sure that's going to continue after the game. Both these teams first time to Cape Town, first time to Africa. If we look at the scorecard, Hazan Assis played a very entertaining knock, well supported by Zaka. Zaka just kept feeding the stripe back to Aziz, and then when Aziz departed or retired, he took over. The bowling figures: Chopra, the standout bowler, 4 overs for 21. Vishal Shah, he was also very economical and picked up 2 key wickets. And then Diggy Katiwada, felt he probably bowled 2 overs too little there. I think he was one of the pick of the bowlers there, 3 for 7. I'm surprised he didn't bring himself a bit earlier, Ross.
Yeah, I was also surprised at that.
I think maybe as the captain he's on tour just trying to give everyone a game, but I feel that he needs to go and reflect on the game and maybe give himself a bowl up the order next game. So how does that leave the group, Ross? That moves All Stars up to 16 points, 2 behind the Thunder Dragons. And now the big match is between CT Warriors and Thunder Dragons in this group.
Puts AC All Stars up to 2nd place with 16 points. CT Warriors in 3rd with 8 points, and Custom Cricket Co 4th with 6 points.
So the key game here is the Thunder Dragons versus the CT Warriors. What time is that? That's going to be played later today.
5 o'clock.
At 5 o'clock. That's going to be a huge game, and I'm sure the AC All Stars are going to go and watch that game. Thank you. We're going to be finishing off here. The next game will be starting in about 20 minutes from now.